Oh, there you are, YouTube. Doodle 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 doo. Subscribe if you're interested, but also no pressure. Hey, I thought we might do a random ranking where we go to my movie collection behind me and pick out 3 movies at random and then rank those movies based on whatever criteria we come up with. I'll rank them here in the video, but if you'd like to rank them in the comments below, please feel free to do so. Let's get to picking some of them movies, shall we? Maybe something down here. Maybe another one coming from this area right here. And then, you know what, let's check out what this section has to offer right here. Ooh, what am I feeling? I'm feeling a Blu-ray. An unopened Blu-ray, so that might mean I haven't seen it. Alright. Okay. Yep, I haven't seen it yet. Taika Waititi's Boy. So, we're just gonna grab another one right here, see what happens. Oh, my back, I just pulled it. Ah, gosh. Should I do this? Okay, you know what? Let's go ahead and do it. So these, this is gonna be tough because a lot of these are, 2 of them are one-time watches for me. Alright, so let's start with the 2-time watch. That is My Best Friend's Wedding. Whenever I wake up. Rupert Everett singing that. Love it. I had the soundtrack to this when I was a kid or whenever it came out. And I would pump that through my speakers, my sound system. I was always listening to Rupert Everett sing that song. I say a little prayer for you. What is that song even called? Forever and ever with all of my heart and I will love you. But yeah, Rupert Everett. When I see him these days, I find him unrecognizable. Also, Dermot McDermott Mulrooney. Dermot McDermott. What is that guy's name? Dylan McDermott Mulrooney. Dermot Mulrooney, right here, is also in it. I'm talking about old girl Julia Roberts. I'm talking about Cameron Diaz. They're all in this movie. But yeah, My Best Friend's Wedding. I mean, it's kind of like off the rails when you think about it. Like what's going on here? It's just like, ooh, is Julia Roberts' character a good person? All right, so even so, I do like that film a lot. Next, we have a one-time watch that I've only seen a single time, and that is The Three Stooges, the movie. And this was gonna be big. This was gonna be huge. Jim Carrey was originally gonna play Curly in this movie. Benicio del Toro was originally gonna play Mo. And I'm talking about Sean Penn playing Larry in this. I mean, this was gonna be all-star caliber cast here, and then it did a major downgrade and it got Will Sasso up in here as Curly, some guy I don't even know as Mo, and this guy right here from Just Jack. Actually, he and I went to the same college. We both went to Illinois State University, but he's from Just Jack. What is Will and Grace? He was on Will and Grace. His name isn't coming to me right now, even though we went to the same university. Three Stooges movie. I mean, I thought it was funny. I laughed here and there, but ultimately, I don't know. Like, it's dated. It's so dated. Like, if you watch it, you know, I don't know. You know, that's not always a bad thing. I think it's a bad thing if you didn't, like, grow up with the movie. Like, I was an adult by the time it came out, but movies like the Beverly Hillbillies and the Brady Bunch, those movie spoofs, those, because I grew up with them, don't feel dated to me the same way this does. Because, like, the Jersey Shore was already something that I was not into. So when Jersey Shore shows up in this movie, I'm like, ah. But if things like that were to pop up in the Brady Bunch movie or Beverly Hillbillies movie, because I was so into the pop culture of the time, it all made sense to me in that moment, so therefore it felt acceptable. But when I'm already not included in the pop culture that's being referenced here, I don't care and it feels weird and doesn't work. Next, we have another one-time watch, and I believe this is Terry Gilliam. Yep. And that is Brothers Grimm. I was never really into this too much, but here's the thing. Terry Gilliam's never been my guy. I'm trying to think of, like, what's the Terry Gilliam film that I'm into? I know a lot of people love his stuff. I know there's one that I like, but I can't think of it right now. I actually want to get the Criterion Time Bandits 4K because it comes with a lenticular, and I just think that's awesome that Criterion did a lenticular, so I feel like I need to add it just as a collector. But yeah, this movie never really did much for me, but you know, maybe I need to rewatch it. I only saw it that one time. Here's the thing, I think Matt Damon, I just can't buy him as anybody other than like a contemporary person. When he plays anybody historical, I don't see it. And even when he's playing people that are somewhat contemporary or futuristic, I don't buy it. Because even in Interstellar, to me, he's the weak link of Interstellar. He's the weak link of Oppenheimer. He's, to me, like, even Air, a lot of Air, not all of it, he did good in a lot of it, but some of Air, I'm questioning him. Ford v Ferrari might be the best thing I've seen him in a while. I think that would have been the closest to where I like felt him as believable, because so often I see him as an actor in a costume and I don't see him as the character he's trying to portray, where here might have been one of the first times I thought of him as a character or an actor in a costume. So yeah, didn't quite work for me. What is the Terry Gilliam film that does work for me? It's not coming to mind. Anyway, how are we gonna rank these? Alright, so I know My Best Friend's Wedding is going to be number 1, and then I think I'm going to go ahead and put Brothers Grimm at number 2 just because of the artistry that is in it. Also, we have Heath Ledger in there. And then Three Stooges at the end, just because it's like, no. So that's my ranking right here. But my question to you is, have you seen these films? These three right here? And if so, what do you think of them? And if you've seen all three, how would you rank them? I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments below, and perhaps we'll see you tomorrow for more Pure Hangout.